What's up, guys? This is Dax McClellan, and in this video this week, I wanted to bring up something that's going to help you kind of, it's kind of like an outline or a structure for how I personally teach other artists and how I do myself, how I talk to customers or potential customers that walk into my shop. So there's a little formula I like to use most of the time that helps me understand. It's a little system, so it will help me understand where they are and what I need to do to get them to get a tattoo if they want the tattoo. Okay, obviously I don't sell people who don't really want a tattoo or don't really know what they want. But if they know what they want and they walked into my shop, it's because they want a tattoo. So I'm gonna make sure that I give them that tattoo. Okay, and there's a little process that helps you build trust with that client and gets them to take action. So we're gonna get into it. Okay, so there's a formula. It's PD plus SR, so problem definition plus story of relatedness plus awesome solution plus credentials plus call to action equals a new client. Okay, so let's break this down. So what the hell is this, Dax? So PD, problem definition. Okay, so one thing you have to know is you have to know where on the scale your customer or this person walking into the tattoo shop, where are they? Okay, so are they kind of wanting a tattoo but never had one? Are they having a problem with trying to get that idea out of their head, or do they have it out of their head, they have it on paper, but they're having a problem finding an artist they can trust? Or are they just kind of thinking about the tattoo, or do they know they want the tattoo? Have they had a screwed up tattoo before, or have they not had a screwed up tattoo before? You have to know kind of their situation first, but problem definition is important. You got to reiterate what the problem is that they're facing, okay? And when they can see it and you can show them the solution, it's like before and after pictures. Like a cover-up, for example, okay? The before, the shitty tattoo, to the after, the solution, okay? Whether it's a cover-up or not, you want to reiterate the problem. So, okay, so maybe they came in, maybe they had a fucked up tattoo, and they're wanting to fix the tattoo. Okay, so the problem definition is, okay, so you obviously went to an artist last time that you couldn't trust, right? That you thought you could trust, but didn't deliver, right? Or you thought you could get an amazing tattoo, but because you went into the house and got it by a rookie or an amateur that didn't know what the hell they were doing, you thought you were gonna get a great tattoo, but it didn't come out so great, right? That's problem definition. Now you move on to the next part of the formula, which is the story of relatedness. This is where, well, that's okay. I've had plenty of clients come to me for that same issue, or I actually was there myself. My first tattoo I got from a crackhead in a basement, and it didn't come out like I wanted to. I almost threw up. This is a true story. I almost threw up my first tattoo, okay? And then I ended up fixing it myself because I didn't want to go back to that dude, okay? I learned my lesson. But the story of relatedness is an issue that you understand what they've been through and you know how to overcome it. So it's the bridging from the problem to the solution based on your personal experience, whether it's you being in the situation they've been in or a customer that's came to you that's been in the same situation and you help them solve that. That's the story of relatedness. Now we move on to the next part of the formula, which is the solution. This is where you say, well, if you're looking for a tattoo that's going to come out like you want it to, that's what I can help you do. And not only that, and this is where you add more to, I mean, the solution's got to be an awesome solution. That's why I added the A to it, so awesome solution. So this tattoo is going to come out just like you want it to. It's going to be the perfect tattoo for you. Not only that, but I'm going to hook you up with free aftercare. I'm going to give you a free touch-up, and I use all the highest quality supplies. You see the tattoo shop, it smells clean, it feels clean, it is clean. You're getting it in a clean environment, so you get the free tattoo aftercare, you get the free touch-up, you get this, you get that. You want to stack the value right there. Normally I charge this. This is what I'm going to charge you. If you get an all-day session, I'll give you a little bit of a deal. Whatever you want to do, this is your chance to stack your value and let them know how awesome you are. Not only that, but I specialize in this, blah, blah, blah. And this is before you even show your portfolio, okay? You shouldn't even be showing your portfolio right now. And that's the key, is a lot of people show their portfolio before they go through this process. You're skipping a ton of the process and you're losing a lot of clients by doing that. That's lazy and it's not effective, okay? So it's problem definition, story of relatedness, then awesome solution, like we were just doing, and then we show our portfolio. That's the credentials. So once I've already stated their problem, stated that they can trust me, so we're building rapport, and then I show them my solution, or I've talked about my solution, now I actually show them through credentials that they can trust that I can deliver. So that comes from showing them my portfolio, showing them all my Google reviews for my tattoo shop, all my 5-star Google reviews, then also showing them testimonials, reviews, pictures with my clients. I put those in my portfolio too, because those build trust. But that's where you build the trust. And then, so that's the credentials. By the time they look at your portfolio, they should already be sold. Now, after credentials, now you tell them, obviously, the price and the call to action. Okay, so this goes down like this. Like, okay, so now that you've seen my artwork, you like it, right? Awesome. Cool. Now let's get started. Just come over here, fill out my release form, and I need a deposit. We'll schedule an appointment. That's how I do it. But if you're doing a walk-in, okay, cool. So let's get over here. Let's talk about the pricing. Fill out the release form, and we'll get your tattoo started. Okay? By this time, most of the people that I'm talking to don't care about price, because the value I've stacked up from problem to solution to trust to credentials is so up here, they don't care about the price, okay? And they know it's not a cheap price because they know cheap artists don't do what I just did. They don't even talk like that, okay? They talk like cheap artists, okay? This guy right here that they're talking to knows what the hell he's talking about. And so they know that. They understand that he's not going to be cheap. So when you give out your price, number one, you got to be confident, okay? If you're not confident in your prices, your customers are not going to be confident that you can even deliver on your prices, okay? They might even think that you're not even that good of an artist, or that you doubt yourself because of that price. So that's a limiting belief you got to get over. You got to be confident with giving your prices. But the last step to the formula would be call to action. And that's basically where you tell them to get through. You tell them to get the tattoo, let's get started now. Not just you get started now, let's get started now, because this involves 2 people, okay? So, if you don't tell them, let's get started now, and you leave that on the table, that's like you meeting a really awesome girl, you guys hitting it off, and you don't ask for the number, let me get your number, or something like that, and she just walks away. Amazing conversation, you know she would have given you your number, but because you didn't ask, you didn't get it, okay? Closed mouth doesn't get fed, so same concept. You gotta ask. And I've heard that a ton of, like, even if you even if you do the whole formula until then, if you don't ask, if you don't give them a call to action, let's get started now, drop your deposit now, fill out this form now, you might not make the sale. So call to action, that's the last step of the puzzle. That's the last step of the formula. And if you do this formula, this is a good way to kind of build as a habit to understand where they are. You know, start with problem definition, story of relatedness, awesome solution, credentials, call to action. Okay, so I hope you find this message of value. Once again, this is Dax. If you got any questions, make sure you hit my email below, askdaxquestions@gmail.com, and send a 4-sentence paragraph, something simple but specific to the point. If I like it, I'll answer it in a video. Also, comment below more tips that you think might help some other artists, and comment what you think you like about this video. Also, share it with somebody who might need help, maybe the apprentice of the shop, somebody like that, one of the less advanced artists. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, check out my new book we just got out. Been getting great feedback about that. Also, check out the Realistic Portrait System training course if we are enrolling right now. Check out all the links below. There's free content on our blog, stuff like that. Anyway, I'll see you next week. Talk soon.